Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Fupli's Age of Empires. We are nearing the end of the Farmers League group stage, and we have an exciting matchup here with Splay Buzzer in the orange, weirdly enough, against Fupli's in the light blue. I think we will just change those colors back to the default colors of those players, because this is just confusing. So this is much nicer, I think. So we have Food Please playing as the Khmer here against Splay Buzzer as the Armenians. So this is pretty interesting. Splay Buzzer going for a one of the latest additions to the game. So yeah, quite excited to see what he has in store for us, or what strategies he has prepared. The Armenians are defensive and cavalrysive, but they do have, for example, the barracks upgrades 1 age earlier. So except for man-at-arms, so he could go for example, for a feudal longsword rush or something like that. On the other hand, Khmer can also go pretty, or can have pretty insane castle age times or feudal age times, because they do not need any buildings to click up. And we see Fuplis here, yeah, going for the boar, going for the berries. Splay Buzzer here, building a mule cart. So this is also, yeah, we can see it through the trees here, but the Armenians don't have lumber camps or mining camps, but they have a mule cart. And the Armenians even have a bonus on the mule cart, so the technologies there are 40% more effective. So I expect to see Splay Buzzer going fast for the techs here to get these extra bonuses. So Splay Buzzer pushing some deer, so it's just the usual gameplay. He hasn't even scouted his opponent yet, so this is, yeah, kind of the new meta, I think, where you don't even scout that early, but you just push your deer because everybody's just pushing deer. Here we see Fuplis pushing deer, so no need to scout your opponent. Fuplis also hasn't scouted his opponent. Everybody just happily pushing deer. And yeah, we hear, the map, I forgot, we are on Arabia. So yeah, pretty standard map. Not too much happening in the early few minutes. And yeah, also the players are dead even. Both players have 19 seconds of idle time. So not much to say about these openings. Splay Buzzer bringing in another boar. It does not have loom yet, Splay Buzzer, so losing quite some HP, but blocking with the sheep. Very nice. Yeah, very nice lure there. Fuplis also, I think, already ate his second boar. Still pushing with his scout. So yeah, but I think neither player knows anything about the other player yet. Yeah, both are just too busy pushing deer. Although Splay Buzzer now moving further out with his scout, but still is far away from Fuplis' base. So Fuplis already going for loom. He has the resources to click up, and he goes on to gold. So he has 19 villagers now and clicking up. So very nice by Fuplis here. Very nice feudal age timing. Okay, so 20 villagers now. Clicking up, Splay Buzzer isn't anywhere near the resources of feudal age now. Yeah, so he will have much later feudal age timing. But also 20 pop is quite fast. And he doesn't have the food because he went for a rush here. And here are 3 militias going forward on their way to food, please. The scout now reached food, please. Yeah, though it hasn't scouted anything yet, but yeah, food, please is open here and here, so they could find some damage. Pushing food, please off of gold. And look at this, food, please didn't even have a lumber camp until now, so he went for a super fast feudal age without even a lumber camp, and this gets punished now by Splaybuzzer. Fublis are not quick enough with the quick walls. Splaybuzzer laughing. And Fublis has to abandon his not even built lumber camp here. Yeah, now walling in here, but villagers probably a wrong waypoint or getter point set on the wood. Yeah, but he's pushed off of wood completely. Now look at all the idols here. Fublis' economy completely idle at the moment. And yeah, so I think this is quite the successful rush here by Splaybuzzer, who is also on his way to feudal age now. But look at this, Fublis is already on the way to castle age, so this wasn't a fast feudal, it was a ridiculous fast 20 villager castle age build. So, but yeah, Fublis has to get some wood in now, because he only has 13 wood, fighting, struggling against the militias here. So yeah, I mean, okay, you're super fast in castle age. Yeah, within 13.5 minutes he will hit castle age, but then what will he do? He doesn't have any resources. He hasn't even enough he may have enough resources for stable when he gets up. So maybe he goes for some super fast night rush strategies. When I played Jesse the Emperor, beforehand we discussed some ridiculous clowning strategies like the super fast Khmer night rush, and yeah, he goes for tower. He's really scared from Splaybuzzer here, so Splaybuzzer still has 2 militias, barely alive. Might upgrade them. And there are 2 forward villages. I missed that, but they just get picked off by Splaybuzzer's scouts here. This is a disaster for Fublis. 2 villages down here for Fublis, who is now at 18 villages against the 28 villages of Splaybuzzer. And Splaybuzzer is nicely walling off here. He is feeling pretty safe, I think. And yeah, I mean, he can feel safe because Fublis has nothing now going for a barracks, so he's in full defensive mode because he doesn't need the barracks for any for the stable or for the archery range. It's just a panic stable. Oh my god, I'm rushed here by Splaybuzzer, who goes for full feudal aggression. Still has a couple of men-at-arms, militias here, going for the scout rush. And yeah, Fublis needs spearmen to push back the scouts of Splaybuzzer. Now, also Fublis having 400 gold in the bank, but he doesn't even have a market to spend it. So yeah, this is this will be, I think this is a very interesting game, because Fublis, sure, he's in castle age, but currently he can't do anything with his castle age. Now going forward with another 2 villages after he lost 2 already. Also racking up the idle TC time. Fublis here, he's not producing anything. He has barely some food. Yeah, but the tower is managing to keep Splaybuzz's aggression at bay. And now, yeah, what's Splaybuzzer going to do? I mean, he can't find any damage. And Fuplis probably dropping Siege Workshop or something forward. Yes, and there's the Siege Workshop. And yeah, I think Splaybuzzer doesn't. Yeah, he can't see it. And this actually might put quite some pressure on Splaybuzzer, who is nearing the resources for Castle Age. So he has the buildings, market, blacksmith, archery range even, and a stable. Now here we can see the mule cart. But I'm not sure if he went for the economy upgrades yet. Yeah, don't know. Now Splaybuzzer clicking up to Castle Age, and yeah, now it looks dire for Fuplis. I mean, he had such a huge timing advantage when hitting Castle Age, but it's almost completely gone now. Once Splaybuzzer hits Castle Age, sure you can... Okay, he will have some Scorpions before Splaybuzzer hits Castle Age, but yeah, he will need to put quite some pressure on Splaybuzzer, who's going for a second stable, yeah, to capitalize of his timing lead here. Now finally going for a market, which I think is in dire need of to rebalance his economy a bit. And 17 on wood. Okay, now we have the Scorpions, and those are Khmer Scorpions. So I think it was they have +1 range. So yeah, 8 range Scorpions here, and okay, they're putting quite some pressure on Splaybuzzer now. So maybe at least a mangonel or a ram added in here. Ah yeah, there's the ram added to break through the buildings. Looks really nice. And now Splaybuzzer pushed off of his wood line here. Might even lose a villager. I think already lost villagers. So now Splaybuzzer reaching Castle Age, going for the cavalry attack and armor upgrades, going for Town Watch, and probably, yeah, queuing the knights, but Fuplis anticipating the knights, already dropping the monastery at the front. Also destroying the market. Yeah, it's pretty nice. And yeah, Splaybuzzer going now for a second TC, which is also nice, but look at this. Even though Fuplis has a lot more idle time and lost some villagers, he's only 4 villagers behind now. Even though he was 10 villagers behind a couple minutes ago. And there are the knights, but they are okay, destroying a Scorpion. Yeah, but the spearmen are there, and they are not finding too much damage there. The spearmen there, but as soon as the monks are out... Oh, where's this monk? There's a monk. Yes, Splaybuzzer then will be unable to push with his knights. Go to here with a single scout. Okay, not much happening at home at Fuplis' base. A ridiculous economy. Everything on wood and gold and a couple farms only. Because he doesn't need the gold for siege and monks. So yeah, very nice. Splaybuzzer trying to snipe some Scorpions, but taking quite some damage. Now building a new market because the old one was destroyed. And we see a conversion. Yes, we have a conversion. A weak HP knight, but it can be healed up, and then it's good as new. And look at the Scorpion mass, 5 Scorpions. Was adding in a mangonel to push the town center. And yeah, I mean, for a time it looked dire for Please was so far behind, but I think he caught up nicely now and is yeah, in the driver's seat for this game. So quite a strong push. Plebs are going for a third TC now because it's probably losing this one. Yeah, but his knights, they are roaming around, but they can't really engage. I mean, might be able to engage because it's only one monk and a couple of spearmen. But yeah, the TC is pushed and now. But they're so weak. So weak, just a couple scorpion shots and yeah, first knight down, second knight down. Third knight converted. Oh, this is brutal. There's here a knight roaming around. Yeah, pushing him off this wood line. Picking another villager and yeah, and Bublis has killed enough villagers now that the will count is even, and Plebs even has more TC time, though that might just be because he has more TCs. First TC down for Splaybaza, and Bublis is relentlessly pushing the next TC. Splaybaza heavily on stone now, so he might go for a defensive castle to at least for some time stop this relentless siege push. Now Fubli is going for a house here. Four villagers forward. He could just steal the farms actually. And yeah, killing more villagers here. Converting some villagers. Ah, this is a complete disaster for Splaybaza now. Fubli is now 15 villagers ahead. And yeah. I mean, Fublis was far behind when he reached Castle Age, but Splaybaza just could not keep up the pressure, couldn't find any damage with his feudal aggression. And now the relentless aggression of Fublis is really difficult to defend here. You know, we might see another conversion, barely worth it. 2 HP knight, probably died to some scorpion shot here, yes. And Fubli is, yes, he even goes for the farm steals. He wouldn't even need the mill because he's the Khmer, so he doesn't even need the drop-off point, but it's a nice touch, the mill on the front. And yeah, here we see a defensive castle from Splaybaza, but I'm not sure if this is if I like this castle. Because I mean, yeah, it protects the stone and the wood, but it doesn't protect anything, as it doesn't protect the TC with well, with 13 idle villagers inside. Now here's a ram, but please. Yeah, this TC will go down, and then Splaybaza has nothing. There's a couple of production buildings here, but he doesn't have any stone income. He just has a gold income actually, wood income actually, not much. While Fubli is with 25 villagers on gold, 1200 gold in the bank, 700 wood in the bank. So yeah, I think this game is completely over by this point. Okay, Splaybaza has a nice hidden gold spot over there, but yeah, I don't think he can do much with it. And yeah, Fubli is now rebalancing his resources, probably wanting to click up to Imp to just trap down this castle and end the game here. And I think Splaybaza, yeah, I could call it GG here, because he has nothing. He hasn't any resources to produce units, and yeah, if you look the score. You also see he's just so far behind. Resources collected are even actually, but yeah, plebs doesn't have any army. It's 20 villages less. And it's just on stone and wood here. Doesn't even have a TC, though he had the resources for a TC. So maybe he can do a sneaky TC in the back. Ah, but there's a knight roaming around and scouting. Okay, placing the TC here, and I don't think this is a great spot. Because Fuglis' siege can just sit here and destroy the TC, and the castle does nothing to protect it. So I should maybe could have built it here or some sneak if he wants to go for the sneaky base. Okay, he's going for the sneaky base here. I think this is a far better spot because Fuglis doesn't know of it. Then this will just be destroyed by the mangonels and the rams, or just the mangonels, because yeah, the castle has nothing to protect it. Now destroying the second market, Fuglis halfway up to imp already. Yeah, I think we're just waiting now for Fuglis to reach imp. He's heavily on stone, so he will build a castle. Then he will build traps, trap down this castle, display buzzer, and then display buzzer will hopefully call the GG here. But it's firmly over this game. Yeah, so while this TC is destroyed, we can just have a look at Fuglis' economy. So he's heavily on gold. Now relocating his wood line over here, so 17 on one lumber camp. I think this is way too many villagers, so could put the lumber camp here or here. Anywhere basically. Yeah, heavily on stone. So he will have the stone for a castle when he reached Imperial Age. Maybe he should have gone to, or maybe he should have bought some stone, so he would have been a little bit quicker. Could have placed the castle already, built it already. Yeah, the TC here is down. And yeah, this isn't even up, built by a lone villager. Yeah, look at the eco KD, 24 villagers killed. Where Fuglis killed 24 villagers from display buzzer while losing only 9. And there's the castle, as expected. So when the castle gets up, he will build 1 or 2 traps, trap this castle down, and then it will be GG. But yeah, we will have to wait it out. Us players are here going for another sneaky TC. Fuglis going for another TC here. But I think it's, yeah, it isn't necessary because the game is already over. So yeah, here the first trap is created. So yeah, I think that's a bit disappointing that we didn't see any of the real bonuses of the Armenians here. Sure, we saw the mule card, but we didn't see any infantry action or even fortified churches. So the Armenians don't have a monastery, but a fortified church, which is also a defensive building, and it can also shoot arrows and garrison villagers. And the Armenians even get a free relic when they build their first fortified church. So this is almost an economy building. Yeah, but now we're just waiting for the castle to be trapped down. So Fuglis should see here the migration of the villagers, converting a couple villagers, shooting them down. Yeah, but as players are here 2 composite bowmen, the unique unit of the Armenians, but yeah, they do nothing against the siege. Yeah, even converting one of the fleeing villagers. Yeah, but he sees this migration, and the GG is called by display buzzer. Oh, finally, nice push, he says. And yeah, look at the ridiculous amounts of scorpions Fuplis built here. So yeah, let's just have a look at the statistics. So at this point, when Fuplis reached Castle Age play buzzer, I think he would have had an opportunity to push more, because Fuplis had nothing, he had no resources. He was pushed off his not even finished lumber camp. So that was a very nice aggression by Playbuzzer, but he just couldn't follow up with any aggression once Fuplis had placed a tower. I'm not sure if, yeah, feudal longswords might have been interesting to see there. Yeah, but then when Playbuzzer reached Castle Age, Fuplis had already caught up and had a lot of army there. And from there on, it was just went downhill for Playbuzzer. And yeah, this can just click through the resources here. Yeah, but a decisive win for Fuplis with a very interesting and nice push here. And you have to say, Fuplis over the years became the favorite in the matchup of Playbuzzer against Fuplis. So very nice progression there by Fuplis. And yeah, excited for the second game. See you there.